Good
Hello,
morning.
hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Let me try and get that one. I got a little button and it won't let me click because there's something in the way. Hang on. Okay, the little thingy was in the way and it wouldn't let me click.
Look at all of these lovely people joining us on a Sunday morning.
I know, like a good amount right away. That's awesome. Happy
Yeah,
Pride, everybody.
happy Pride.
I
And
put on my special Brutus Monroe Be Kind shirt I picked up when I was there. So I thought I gotta wear that today. I haven't worn it yet, so that would be a good.
that's a great idea. I actually have that same shirt and I should have worn it, but it is a little chilly here in the Northeast in Massachusetts today. So I have a hoodie on that says, Love yourself first.
Nice,
So
nice.
also pretty appropriate for Pride.
I think it's very appropriate. Very, very appropriate. Are you
Yeah.
doing anything for Pride?
Yesterday was the Pride parade in Boston, and I missed it. But there are some upcoming drag shows at restaurants in bars close to me towards the end of the month. So I'll
Okay.
probably pop into one of those.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. How about
Well,
you?
well, we had so I moved to St. Paul, Minneapolis, St. Paul. I'm on St. Paul's side. So yesterday was St. Paul's Pride. Um, but with the events and stuff that happened here yesterday with our political environment, a friend and I were going to go to an art festival. We decided not to kind of be in the crowd, so we went to a local brewery. Well, then came back. I forgot that my downstairs in my apartment is a really great brewery, and they were hosting St. Paul Pride, and I forgot that the whole parking lot was. So I went downstairs and didn't
Oh,
have to walk
nice.
far, and had a couple beers and walked around, and it was kind of cool. It was perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that was very sad what happened out in Minnesota yesterday, and certainly thinking of those who were injured, and unfortunately those who were whose lives were cut short.
Yeah, and it's yesterday it usually that stuff doesn't I'm not gonna let things stop me, but my gut was just telling me yesterday just to not do it. I just I was like, let's just go out this direction somewhere and have a beer at a brewery and just enjoy. So that's what we did, just to get out of the house. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Good morning,
Um,
everybody.
yeah.
Jana, this is I wish you know what I should have. This is I don't even know. We got this as a Christmas present from my partner's parents. So there is no Bailey's in here. There should be, but I have to go fly for work today. So it's coffee with just regular lots of creamer. So
Also, Jana, yes. So there is an echo. It's something to do with Shawn's microphone and speaker setup. So it's something we're going to work on. He's turned it down as low as he can go and still be able to hear me. But something that we will get figured out. But oh my goodness, hello. The chat is just going crazy. So hello to Jana, to Gaz, to Brianna,
Gaz.
to Deborah, to Francie, Melissa, Christy, Kate. Hello, Kate. Um, let's see. Did I miss anyone?
Bree, Jamie,
Hello, Jamie. Yeah.
Melissa, yep. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. We've got like 20 of you. So just welcome on a Sunday morning. We just thought we would just chill. Can I try something really quick with my mic to see if you guys hear me? Because I see another program using my mic. I don't think that's it, but let's just try it.
Sure.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Let's just see if that goes away. I see a little program running in the background that was using my mic. So I still think it's my speaker, but we'll try.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, what did you decide to do today? Because I know we were talking a little bit before.
Yeah, we were talking a bit. I'll go down to
Okay.
my desktop and show what I'll be working on. Oh, you know what? Sorry, hold on. I need to plug in my camera. I had unplugged it to use my laptop. I just have to plug it into the side here.
Gaz, my friend, how have you been?
Baxter, you gotta go lay down. There's me. Oh, let me go dopes. Come on. There we go.
I'll switch us to wide view here so we get a better view.
Yeah, so I have decided, I'm just going to bring this down a bit so folks can see. I am going to be creating a background. Hey, Candi. Using this is the New Day Floral Lace Stencil. So I'm going to use this to create a nice rainbow background with, I'm going to use the various colors of Candy Co. and the Candy confections. So, or creative confections. Then I'm going to make some flowers using playful petals and use a sentiment from Super Sentimental.
I'm responding to Miss Melissa shaking her head at me. LOL, Melissa. Yeah, I couldn't decide. So I'm starting out with the cutest little rhino ever. I prepped a lot because I couldn't decide. So then as I'm prepping, I'm like, you know what? Heck with it. I'm going to see if I can make all 3 or 4 of these cards and prep the most I can in color. So we'll see if I can assemble these. And so I'm starting with the rhino. I'm going to do some butterflies, and I am ending with some, I think it was the flower power paper, the one that had all the rainbows and the stuff in it. So I thought I wanted to throw some paper in there.
Nice.
And there is no bundle, just so everybody knows, no bundle today. We just thought we would hang and craft. If you guys want to craft along and post it, by all means, you can still use our hashtag Men of Monroe Wednesdays and throw up your projects for Pride and put some happiness out there. And we're just gonna play and hang out this morning.
Yeah, have some fun.
We thought it'd be fun to get out everything and anything rainbow and play.
Yeah.
Hello, Deborah, my friend. Candi, welcome. Candi in Chicago. Are you on vacation, Candi, or what are you doing? Family things, or what do you... I think, is this the daughter's birthday, if I remember right? Thank you, Jana.
Indeed.
I thought it'd be fun to get out some watercoloring. We haven't done a whole lot of watercoloring on our Wednesdays. I mean, we did the florals recently, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's always fun. I was doing some watercoloring for a different card last week.
I think I said this when we did our florals. I just like it because it's like, I feel like this is one of those I can just zone and play and, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yep. And you know what's nice about doing an open kind of crafting time like this is that I love our normal Wednesdays, but it's nice to be able to just create and not have to worry about, like, oh, what did I do for making that card? Or
totally.
So it's fun. Hello, Penny. Oh, that's awesome, Candi.
Oh, I don't know if I knew that about her. That is cool. Now, is she running it, or is she, like, actually competing in it too? Or, like, in charge of it? That is so cool. Have you seen those videos of, like, speaking of ballroom now, you have to check out my Facebook page. I posted some of the pro videos from last night. Short ones, they're amazing. Oh, nice. Nice. Have you seen the videos of, like, the little kids that are ballroom dancing?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're hardcore.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're amazing, and they really get them started at a young age.
Right? I'm just shocked. Like the at that age and the discipline that those kids have. I mean, like you look at their posing and their form, and I'm like, holy buckets.
Oh, good morning, Shalana. Welcome.
Well, good morning.
Candi, you should share some links with us sometime of your daughter dancing. I'd love to see, because I've heard you speak of her, and I'd love to see her talent.
Yeah, that stuff is discipline, and that's like that ain't no two stepping. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Okay, so spider tat dance. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Did I buy the stencil paste already colored? Yes. So, Deborah, these are some of the really fabulous Brutus Monroe different. I have the Creative Confections. So I'm using Strawberry Swirl and Elderberry Swirl, which I haven't opened yet, and Huckleberry Swirl, which I haven't opened yet, as well as the pineapple that I just used. And then I'm using two of the candy coats, orange and green. They're fabulous. They have lots of pigment in them. And then they also have these fun little like bits that look like the crunchy like M&M coating. Um, they're a lot of fun, and they just smoothly spread across your stencil so nicely.
Those ones are chunky too, aren't they? Like they're pretty chunky.
Yeah, there's a lot in there. Yep, yep. And I just realized I went too wide with my first colors, so I'm gonna have to. I'll section off the remaining in the bottom section of the stencil.
Okay, this guy is really fun to color.
I have him, but I haven't used him yet.
I think, this is from like one of the very first purchases I did from being on the design team, and I was like, I want some extra stuff, and so I have had them for quite a while too, and I haven't had a chance to use them, and the hair and everything was just perfect to throw in like a rainbow, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gaz, where you been hiding out? I know he's switched. I think he's switched work schedules too, and I think he's been adjusting to work schedules. I hear.
Yeah.
Chatting him up.
Yeah, we were chatting earlier this morning, and in true Gaz fashion, he had me cracking up.
Yeah, I saw he had gone live here about a week or so ago, and I was like, he popped up, so I popped on for just a little bit and to say hi. And
Oh, that Francie. Okay, so I'm going to do a little drying to get these glazes dried, but I need to take my stencil off first. Oh, that is so fun. Okay, let me put this to the side. just going to mute for a second.
So, Christy, I was watching you guys from the other night. I think it was the, I can't remember the title of it, but it was like Who's Your Man or Who's Something live you guys did. It was just cracking me up. That could have went so many different sideways. I was like, this is hilarious. The part that kicked me the most was it seemed like I think Christy was getting the most kick out of it. Well, I will be watching there, Gaz, that's for sure. You are always a treat to watch. I'm traveling this week for work, so I just got done this week. I did some pre-prep, so I haven't gone live for a while because of my move, and so I did some videos coming up, pre-recorded stuff, and things to get back in the groove again. I feel out of it and haven't been able to catch up. I'm going to have to do this guy again. This guy is really, really super fun. Gaz, you know what, Gaz? I would have to agree with that. I got that. That was my immediate sense from her when I met her in person in Pittsburgh. I was like, oh, this little blondie thinks she's all innocent until she gets 3 sips of a cocktail in her, and no judging, by the way. No judge free zone here. Yeah, Christy, yes, I could tell. That's hilarious. It was a good theme. It was actually a really great theme. I probably would have taken it in a different direction, but as I think Walter would have probably.
Okay, so Deborah, thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm going to pick it up closer for you so you can just see how beautiful and shiny and sparkly those glazes are. They're just beautiful.
I love watercolor. It's just so forgiving. You make a mistake, you just wet it and sop it back up.
Put my panel to the side. So now for my flowers. I am going to use some Distress Oxides. I have Lumberjack Plaid, Spiced Marmalade, Squeezed Lemonade, Mowed Lawn, Chip Sapphire, one of my favorites, and Shaded Lilac. And, instead, I'm just going to kind of randomly put them on in a pattern and then cut out the flowers so that they're not all one color, they're multicolored. And then the leaves I will do probably in green. Oh, thanks, Francie. They are very galaxy-like, Gaz. They're fun.
I think I got my little guy colored where I want him to be. Let's dry him up and put him together. Isn't that cute? Look at this. I just love how his hair turned out.
He is adorable. Absolutely. Yeah, his hair's perfect.
Huh?
His hair's perfect.
Yeah, I just love how it turned out. I'll dry him up here.
Gaz, you crack me up. I know. I should just do it. I can do it right on the glass mat, but yeah. I still put a piece of scrap underneath. Old habits are hard to break. You know what I mean? I know, Melissa. Isn't the rhino fabulous?
A 12-year-old boy sailor, Christy? Oh, my goodness.
Do I want to know what Christy's talking about?
Well, when you were when you were drawing, I was commenting on how I was watching the last live with the Who's Your Man? Or Who's Your
Oh, yeah. Who's your
theme
dad?
that you guys did, and it was cracking me up. And then I said it was a great theme. That could have you and I anybody of us could have taken it in all different directions. And I said what was cracking me up is Christy. I thought was getting the most kick out of it. And now she's saying she's kind of like a 12-year-old boy sailor inside.
Oh, Christy.
I know.
My dear, there are child labor laws in place now.
Right? Francie, I believe you. I totally believe you.
Yeah, she really does.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. So this guy is done. We're just going to glue him on. I just do some of the, I think this is from that Flower Power pad. I just measured it so that the center of the thing was out, so it just matched along the edges. That's how I cut that out. So I ended up with a little bit extra scrap, but that's okay because I'm using them on another card anyway. Get some of that off of there.
The secret's safe with us, Francie. We won't say anything. Because you know if we do, she's just going to run with it. Just kidding. She knows that we
it's that like the sign at the zoo, don't feed the animals. Don't encourage.
Let's see. So Deborah's asking, will distress oxides be okay on vellum? Yes, distress oxides are fine on vellum. This is, I don't know if you're asking that about me or Shawn. This is just regular white cardstock that I put it on. But yes, you can use distress oxides on vellum. I would suggest that you just let them dry for a few minutes, or you apply a little heat to set it, just to make sure that the color doesn't smudge on you.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to do right now, is just put a little heat on this for just a second.
All right, here's my first one. I use this. Oh, I forgot to do that little piece. I use the sentiment from the unicorn, which says real unicorns have curves. All right. Number one.
Sorry, Shawn, I was muted. That is so cute.
Thank you.
Francie, please don't feed the blonde. Oh, my goodness.
All right. Anybody got a cricket? We can make her that sign.
You know, I have one, and I just don't use it very often, and I'm afraid I'm going to hear my niece Brianna cringe and my family cringe because they bought it for me a couple of Christmases ago. But I need to take a class because design space is just so confusing to me.
I have one, and my issue is, and it frustrates me, and I don't use it very often because of it, is I can't get things to stick to the pad or to the mat.
Oh, did you try like wetting the pad down a bit, the mat down a bit?
I haven't tried wetting it, but I've started like taping stuff around the edges because it always lifts. And I don't know, I'll be honest, like I'm still using the same blade that it came with, so I'm wondering if I just need new blades too, because maybe the blade is getting dry or dull.
Mm-hmm.
But I get so frustrated because the pad just doesn't, it seems to lift off the pad all the time.
Oh, okay. Start like that. See how that goes. Melody Lane videos, Penny. Okay.
Hey T, welcome.
Hey, T.
Oh, and Penny's popped in.
Yeah.
Oh, she's saying watching Melody Lane for cricket.
Yeah, you're right, Bree. It is like a tie-dye. That was the effect I was going for. Just kind of randomly throughout so that hopefully, I think it's only one of the flowers isn't going to have every color maybe close to it, but it's okay. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, I don't have to go check her videos out though. If she's still up, if it's still up there.
Yeah. Now, inspiration has struck a bit. So I have my ink blended florals, and I wanted all that nice color on the background. So there are those. I'm going to cut the top part of the flowers out of white, and I am going to use some glitter glaze. Where did I put my unicorn horn? There it is. And I'm going to use some unicorn horn glitter glaze on the inset of the flower, just to make it sparkle.
Thank you, Francie. This one's easy, and fun. We're going to do just a stamp over the top and...
Shawn, you really are ambitious today. Look at that. Just getting those cards done.
They're easy techniques, though. That's why I was like, I could probably do this. Like I said, I couldn't decide because I wanted to do so many fun things.
Yeah. It's funny. Yesterday, I was working on some design team projects for another team, and I was thinking of you because one of the ideas that I thought of was a shaker card.
Oh, I think we need to do that, like we talked about in the last live.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll give it a try live. It's so funny because after that live, Sandi reached out to me from our design team on Brutus, and she's like, I have the perfect lady who has the best little shaker stuff if you need someone to do that. I think you should do that. Like, all right, I'll go online and look. She's like, and no, living in St. Paul. She's like, and if you want to go in person, she's only an hour and a half away and we could road trip. I'm like, I'm game.
Fun. Let's see this one. That one to cut out that center. Oh, jeez. Pardon me for a second. I also need to plug in my laptop. I forgot to do that.
Francie, I told you at the beginning, I was excited because we get to do whatever, and I'm obviously going to get out my watercolors. For sure.
Ah, there we go. I am back and plugged in. That one is for this one, I do believe.
I need a red, and I can't find my red. In the pile. There we go.
No, you know what? That one doesn't seem good enough, does it? Bye, T. think I might be going too small. Let's see. No, that would be too big.
So this was another stamp why I couldn't decide, because this was purchased, I believe, along with my unicorn. I haven't been able to use it yet. Is that, what is this one called? Botanical background. I've wanted to use this one for a while as well.
That's really pretty. There we go.
Let's go this way.
Let's try those two first and see how that goes.
Bye, T. Thanks for coming. I wonder if I can zoom out just a little here.
Okay.
All right, let's get out the Raven.
Dies down. Okay, I am going to scrap that. And instead...
Gosh, now that I've inked this up, I love the. It's even, you can see the detail of it even better. I really like this stamp. Very kind of a vintagey vibe on it. Do you have this one?
I do. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, like this would be great, like in Boston Gold or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that rainbow on those flowers. That looks so cool.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, I was trying to do something different with the inset, but I don't know if you saw me. I just was trying to rush it, and I didn't think it was going to work. So I'm just going to do this instead. But these will still be just as good. Hi, Jim.
Is that Mr. Eber? It is Mr. Eber. Oh, let's see. Let's get some full on.
Guy out. There we go. Now I'm still going to use the unicorn horn, but I think what I'm going to do is once I get the flowers onto my card, I'm just going to use it in the centers of each of the flowers. And now I'd like a couple of leaves, so I'm just going to put some green on here. Oh, yeah, Francie's a fan of that brick.
Everybody drink. All right, I'll do the coffee. I wish it was the Baileys, but not today.
Oh.
Francie, what you drinking?
Get your cider in.
So my sentiment on this one, I took from Scraps. So I did a video on trying the shaving cream technique for the first time. So I had the scrap left over from it. So I just took the stamps. This is from the Butterfly Sentiment stamp. So I just took the U, stamped that out and cut it, and then black for the You Are Amazing on this one.
Nice.
Using up the scraps, you know?
Absolutely.
I think my next card is all scraps. I love my scraps.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. We all have a ton of them. And, you know, some of these papers can be quite expensive. So get the most bang for your buck.
Well, and you can get, like, I feel people throw too much away because you can get a lot of cards out of scraps.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely.
All right. Number 2.
Wow. You were on fire today.
Hey, you tell me I can do anything. We're gonna craft. All right, I'm gonna try to squeeze out one more because I wanted to do this sentiment really bad. The No Day But Today sentiment.
Nice.
I prepped my background for this one, actually, just to show everybody what I did on my next 2 backgrounds. I just took, where's an ink pad? I just took my ink pad and a cotton ball because I wanted some texture on these, and then I just took and swiped my stripes on. That's all I did with a cotton ball rather than a blending brush and all that stuff.
Oh, my leaf got a little stuck in the dye. But that's okay. I can rescue that. That will be okay. And it figures that one comes out just fine. Okay.
I swear to you, Francie, swear, it's creamer. Normally on a Sunday, though, it would be caramel Baileys.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Yeah, mine's just a plain creamer too.
I wish it was more, but so this piece scrap. All this whole card is all scraps.
Wow. Before I put my flowers on, I'm going to stamp a sentiment onto here.
You know, since they came out with that turquoise shimmer mist, I'm on like a turquoise kick right now.
It's a really, really pretty color.
Oh, I just love it. Anything turquoise right now, it's like I got to put turquoise on it.
Shawn, not sure if you can hear me, but your video switched off.
Oh, I thought I heard a beep. See if that comes back. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Loud and clear. I think I'm going to use some foam tape to add some dimension and prop those flowers up. Now, if I can remember where I put it when I was using it yesterday. Oh, there it is.
Let's see. Where's my misty?
And then before propping them onto the card, I'm just going to go ahead and lift those edges up a bit. Give it even more dimension. So Christy's asking you, Shawn, how Minnesota is shooting.
Oh, it's going really well. It's the weather hasn't been as nice. I will say that. It's been rainy and in the 50s and 60s since I've been here. So that needs to change, but but other than that, it's going good. It's been fun to reconnect with old friends again, and that we haven't been, we didn't travel up back here very often since we moved, so it's been nice to hang again. Apartment is great. I actually love my new apartment. It's just a cute little apartment in this old furniture warehouse, so it's got like the old beams and stuff, so it's kind of fun.
That sounds amazing.
But like, I haven't lived in an apartment in, oh gosh, probably 30 years, so I'm having to adjust to the taking the garbage down to the basement trash, and the neighbors literally right behind me where I'm standing, I can hear talking quite a bit. Sometimes I can hear the conversation, sometimes I can't make out what they're saying, but like, So I'm getting used to that kind of stuff. But yeah, loving it so far.
Yeah.
The job is great. Love, love, love the new job. So I think it's one of those, like, I feel like I made a good decision, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. That honestly, that is the most important part, is that you're happy.
Right. But I'll let you know after flying this week. Here's the thing, like, so what people don't realize with flight attendants is, so part of my new job is I have to fly, um, and put myself into rotation. And I'm flying this week to finish training because I'm coming up short staffed here through the summer, and I need to just be ready to fly. So I'm finishing up training on how to do this on the corporate level because we do corporate charter. But it's hard on the body, and now I haven't flown like as a regular flying flight attendant for years. So, you know, our trips are going to be 4 hours one way, so 8 hours of flying a day, and um, I will tell you, I'm going to need the day of rest in between. It's like usually I can't hardly walk after flying because my body, I'm just not, your body just isn't used to it, you know?
Melissa.
What?
She
That's
said
when you beat them. Tell them to speak up. That's, you missed it. Oh, yeah, exactly. True. They're late nighters too. Like, there's been several nights they've been up late talking, and oh, here they go again. Speaking of,
Oh, really? Yeah, that is one of the tough parts.
what I need to remember is they can probably hear me. So they're probably like, every time I record a video or go live, they're probably like, "What the double hockey sticks is that guy doing next door?"
Oh. Have you met them at all?
No.
Okay.
It's funny because every time I leave my apartment, like, I never see anybody. So I haven't. I actually know who's on the one side of me because she told me it was my leasing agent. Lives in the building, and she's like, "I'll be your neighbor right next door," but I haven't seen her yet.
Okay.
So I know she's next door. I did warn her. I said, "Look, I am not used to being in an apartment, so if I get loud or play the music too loud or something, you need to come and tell me because I'm not used to this."
Yeah. Hi, Nikki. Okay. Time for a little glitter glaze action.
You're in an apartment though too, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. Yep. It's things are better now that the family that was living above. So I have the one bedroom apartments here are on the first floor, and then above me I have two apartments. I have one that's kind of over my bedroom and kitchen area, and one that's over my living area. And the family that was living over the living area, they were just obnoxious.
Ah,
Did not care that there was someone underneath them. And they moved out, which is wonderful. The new people in there are heavy walkers, but I will take that over the noise from the prior tenants any day.
right.
And then the ones over my bedroom, I've had some issues with them. Um, their kid likes to make a lot of noise. Like, I don't know what he's doing in the kitchen, but he's doing something. And they tend to be late night as well. And so I hear them in the kitchen sometimes, but it's, not, I can live with it.
Yeah, the heavy walking and stuff. I mean, I can hear myself walking, so I know I'm a little bit of a heavy walker, and I can live with that.
Mm-hmm.
The talking
Yeah,
and laughing and stuff. Part of it is I think my ears just start cluing. Like I have very selective hearing. That's why I go to bars and it drives me nuts because I try to listen on everything around me.
I hear you. Yeah, the background noise is an issue for me when like I'm out in bars and big enclosed places. Jim, thanks for letting us know. It's an issue we're going to work on, so that the echo will hopefully go away at some point in the future.
It is my mic, Jim, and I'm trying to figure out. I think I figured out where it's coming from now. I just need to figure out how to resolve it, so that I can still hear people talk and make it work. So I will be working on that this coming week when I get back.
Okay, so I just finished up my card. I'm going to come in a little closer. And this is my Proud Flowers card. Have a nice stenciled background with all the different colors. The colors reflected on the flowers as well, with a little bit of unicorn horn glitter glaze in the center to kind of make those pop a bit.
Oh, look at that. That is so cool.
Thank you. Lots of sparkle.
What's the sentiment again?
You're awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go with You're Awesome or Hello Beautiful or something like that, but I decided to go with You're Awesome.
Yep. Yep.
Thank you, Francie.
I found like I'm just gonna finish my last card since I had a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Going through looking for stuff for today, like I realized we have some really great sentiments and sentiment sets into this stuff with some really good positive vibes. Like there was a lot.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you're exactly right. There are so many, and I find like, we oftentimes end up using some of the similar ones, like, congratulations or thank you, or like, thinking of you. And to have sets that have things like you're awesome, love your face, hello beautiful, it really it's nice to be able to have that and express that.
Exactly.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Kate. For just deciding about 15 minutes before we went live what I was going to do. I'm pretty happy with it.
You're pretty what?
I'm pretty happy with it, seeing as though I decided what to use like 15 minutes before. So, thank you, Christy. It's to match that sparkling personality, As Christy rolls her eyes. And I'm actually going to save these little colored pieces because I could end up using them and inlay them into some white cut flowers, and that would be really pretty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Scraps. See, scraps are usable.
Yep.
All right, I'm assembling my last one.
Thanks, Gaz. And that's so unlike me. I am not usually a on the fly type of person. I don't plan it out like with sketches. I'm definitely not the sketch type. I've tried it, not a huge fan. But I usually do, like, in my mind, think of what that design's going to be. But this here was just completely off the top of my head. Christy. Oh dear. Yeah, you're right. So Gaz says scraps are usable and hoarding is a problem. Yes.
Oh, for sure.
I recently, probably within the past month, went ahead and took my huge, like, plastic crate of scraps and went through them and cut them either down to like a card panel size, or like if there were scraps of specialty papers like metallic or something like that, I keep those in a separate spot so I can grab those for like when you just need that little scrap of metallic. So I have them all organized now, and I'm feeling a little better about that.
I did that when I moved. I took the liberty of like, okay, if I'm gonna pack up this stuff, clean out my craft room, I did that as I moved. Just I'm like, okay, I'm gonna organize as I pack this. Um, we'll see how long that actually lasts. But
Yeah. Thank you,
I
Brenda.
put my sentiment on. This one I did from the Christopher Isms. Be good to one another.
And I really wish there was more of that going on.
Yep. Got that right. All right.
Luckily, we have groups like this where it is happening.
Okay, my amazing race is done. Here's this one.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Got out the papers. I had these scrap pieces of watercolor paper that I'm like, oh, I can use up these scraps. So I cut them down just a little bit. This one has the no day but today. Same design, different paper, with be good to one another. And then here's my other two.
Wow.
This is that, but what's this one called? Botanical backgrounds with the sentiment from the butterflies that I used over here.
Yeah.
You are amazing with drippy watercolor. And I think this is my favorite for today. This guy's so dang cute.
He is. That card is fabulous, Shawn. All of them are. And the fact that you got 4 done in an hour is that's awesome.
Well, purely prep work. I'm only because I couldn't just like I told you before, I couldn't decide. And so this morning I'm like, you know what? Heck with it. If I can get things embossed and cut and then just color and assemble, like I'm like, I couldn't decide. So I'm like, yeah, this one's my favorite. I'm holding this one up, looking at him. He's so cute. So there we go. There's mine. Happy Pride, everybody. Head up to the face cam here.
Right. Yes. And
Let's see it. I heard that one turn off too. Oh no, it didn't. Good. Did not turn off on me.
And really, thank you so much for spending some time this Sunday morning with us. And it's your only chance to spend time with both of us this week because unfortunately, Shawn will be missing this Wednesday and you're stuck with just me.
I did pre-make my card, so I will post my card right before you go live, just so people can see. I used it for my weekly project anyway, so with Brutus Monroe, so I'll post it right before you go live, so people can kind of see mine. And I'll put it on like Brutus Monroe page, my page, and all over, so people can see it.
Awesome.
Yeah, you got a cute card, and we had a good bundle. I'm bummed. I had this trip planned after we picked out the bundle, so I was like, this was a good bundle too.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, but so this Wednesday we'll be going under the sea to spend some time with with a amazing friend. And yeah.
Well, you guys, thank you so much. Happy Pride to all of you. I just think from both Walter and I, we appreciate you guys so much as allies, and with everything going on in the world, we just thought this would be fun just to hang out and do some fun and put some color out there today. So this was fun on a Sunday morning. I like the vibe. It's a good vibe on a Sunday morning, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of easy like Sunday morning.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to talk to Heather. Maybe we'll do some more of these.
We should. Yeah, we
Yeah,
should. We could just do some casual, like come up with a theme and do it. Well, maybe we could do this for the shaker card one.
yeah,
We
yeah,
could we could maybe do this for the shaker card one.
absolutely. That would
All
be
right, you
fun.
guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. I will see you guys next week. And Walter, have fun on Wednesday night.
Thank you. And I'll see some of you tonight for Making Cards with Friends at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I'll be watching. I should be landed in my hotel room by then. I'll be watching.
Oh, awesome. That
All right,
sounds
you
good.
guys.
All right.